recording studio with Del Hungerford. I've had the honor of listening to her put together a new cut for her new CD that will be coming out. So tell me a little bit about your background in music and what has drawn you to want to do this.
Well, I am a classically trained musician, have gone all the way through bachelor's, master's, doctoral degree, and taught in public schools, taught at the university level, and in the last few years I would spend time with people and just doing music during prayer sessions and sitting and just learning to listen to what's coming out of the inside of me was hard and new for me. So that's really where this came out of. So it's very different than the classical stuff, but I'm feeling that this is more what's coming with inside of me rather than playing the little black dots on the page that some guy 400 years ago or 300 years ago wrote. This is more me, not to say that that isn't, but this is new and refreshing.
It's really great music, and you can tell that it flows, and it's not anything that you've heard before, which is really great. Is there perhaps anything specific that you are wanting people to get out of your music? Is there a message behind it?
Well, I started out as a research project trying to figure out, I know that musical frequencies are healing, and I'm thinking, okay, what if I took all notes of the scale and did an improvisation on each one of them? That's how it started out. And then as I began to do it, I realized this is just fun to do, and I just started feeling things coming up from within me that I didn't know were there. So I guess once the first 5 CDs were done, I started thinking about this, and you listen to each one, it seems to bring out a different emotion and just a lot of things that I wasn't expecting, I guess you could say. So I guess my message in a nutshell is that I hope that this music is healing for people who listen to it, whether that's emotionally or physically.
Excellent. Well, I've had the pleasure of listening to your music, and I can say firsthand that it is both healing emotionally and physically and spiritually. It's very good music, and it comes from your heart and your spirit. And I'm just amazed at how you can listen to what you have already recorded on your keyboard and just put percussions together, and it just flows so beautifully. And you've only heard what you recorded maybe once, so it's really very intriguing to see the process of that, and I really look forward to more music from you.
That's where the interesting thing comes in, because I'll listen and it takes me a minute to think, okay, I want to grab this instrument, I want to grab that instrument. It's no different than when you're in a live situation where there's a group of you who are, playing instruments, or someone's flagging, or just sitting there being reflective, and you respond to what's around you. And I've done that a lot over the years, and so really what I'm doing is I record the keyboard parts generally in live sessions that I can store them in the keyboard, and then I come into the studio and you play them back, and it's no different than responding in a live group. If you see somebody over in the room making a certain movement, I might mimic that movement on the keyboard. Or if I see they pick up a percussion instrument and start doing something on the percussion, then I might mimic that on the keyboard. So I do the same thing in reverse. When I come into the studio, I've already recorded the keyboard part, and then I do the same thing with the percussion. So it's a similar thing. And so I've had a few years of doing that just in getting together with friends. So that's probably how that happens. Plus I'm listening to spirit, and okay, this is what I'm feeling comes out at this time.
What is going on, and it's like you just know exactly what to pick up, and you know exactly when to play it, and it all just flows just beautifully. It really does. It just flows beautifully, and I just think that's a great gift that you have.
Thank you. So I'm hoping that as people listen to the music, that they will feel that they'll get healing in some way, whether it's emotional, physical, or if they just want to sit and relax and listen to it, then whatever, if it puts them in a good mood, great. So music affects us in a whole bunch of different ways. So that's my hope, that's what this music will do.
It certainly does. Music speaks when nothing else can.
True story.
Yes, it does. And you have a website?
I do. It's healingfrequenciesmusic.com, and I have samples of all the CDs on there, and the one that's going to be the backup to this is a brand new one that's not on any of the CDs yet, but eventually we'll make it onto one. But it's a sample of what else I've done too.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome. And anybody can come to your website and listen to cuts from the different songs that you have on there.
I have 2-minute selections because most of the tunes are 25 to 30 minutes. And that, you think that seems kind of long, but if you're a classical musician, almost everything is 30 minutes long. So to me, that it doesn't seem that long. So that's why I have 2-minute samples of every CD that's out there. And you can listen and decide what you like. Plus you get a free download.
Awesome. Free. Did you hear that? Free.
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 Enter the coupon code that's on the back of your card, or if you don't have it, you can email me and I'll send it to you.
Well, I encourage anyone with ears to hear to go to the website, healingfrequencies.com, and listen. I think you will be pleasantly surprised.